Okay, let's get started with our tutorial for managing your WordPress site. So the first thing you do, you're going to be logging in, and this is the first thing you're going to see when you log in. You'll be here on the dashboard, and the main things you need to know about this is in this section here, there's going to be a lot of information from WordPress, but you really don't need to worry about it. It's not, most of it's not going to affect you. If you see something that you're concerned about, send me a quick email and I'll be happy to discuss it with you. But mostly you're not going to worry about this area. So here's your dashboard. Now, if you are on your dashboard and you want to go to your site, you can just hover here over the name of the site, and right there it's going to say Visit Site. So if you click on that, that would take you to your website. So, but we're not going to go there quite yet. I think we should start by basically just getting to know how to navigate around the dashboard and the website, and then learning how to do just some basic edits. All right, so over here on the left side, the dashboard goes quite a ways down, as you can see here. And there's all kinds of things over here that have to do with your site, from how it loads, its appearance, the plugins that are there to make your site function. You're not going to need to deal with any of this, especially not right off the bat. Really, the only place that you're going to be concerned with is over here under Pages. So we're going to go and highlight Pages, and then you'll see that there's two choices, All Pages or Add New. And I don't think you should be adding any new pages either right in the beginning. So really, all you're going to do is come here, navigate here, click on All Pages, and then you can decide what page it is that you want to make a change to. So this is how you would make a change to a page. This is one way. So let's say that you wanted to change some information on the Contact Us page. You can either click directly on Contact Us, just like this, and it will take you to the Contact Us page. Now you'll notice we're on Edit page right now, because that's where we went. And I'll go through what all this is as we go along. But this is where you go to edit, as I said, any information. And it doesn't matter what page it's on. It could be any of the pages. They all look like this. Trying to think if there's an exception. I don't think at this point that there would be an exception. But so you can click right on the name of the page, or you can click on Edit. So let me show you what that does. When you click on Edit, it brings up the same thing. So, just want to show you one other thing here. You probably wouldn't use Quick Edit. I hope you wouldn't use Trash. You can view the page. So it's another way to get a look at what the page looks like. So this is more of how it looks to visitors, obviously without this bar up here. But so if you need to look at the page, that's one way you can look at it. So far, two ways to look at the website. One is to go up here and click on Visit Site. Another is to go to the exact page that you want to see and click View. So there are other ways to edit also. So let's go to your home page and I'll show you that. So if you are on your home page, you can see that we're not viewing it as a visitor. We are here to edit it. So it's showing us the components of the page back here. This is the back end, and this is where you'll make any changes that are necessary. Now, if you're here and you want to view your page, you don't have to go back over here and click around. You can just go right up here to the top where it says View Page. And it will, again, give you the view of the page as the visitor would see it. And then when you're done looking at it, you just click on Edit Page and you go back into that back end. So let me start here by talking a little bit about the theme you have. So you have what's called the Divi theme, and you can see right here it says the Divi Builder. The Divi theme is very popular, and really one of the most beloved things about it is that you can use these blocks to create the structure of your page. And so within a page there is a section, there's a row, and there are different types of items that can go in those. So it's kind of like, let me show you. I just clicked on insert a module. So you could see what we had there before. We had buttons, we had images, we had text. This is where you go if you need to add, let's say you wanted to add another section of text to your website. So you would just click on text, and then this is where you write whatever you want to write. So I'm just going to say test and save and exit. And so you can see now there's another box called text down here. Before, we just had 3 items, the button, the image, and the text. But now we've added this 4th item to test. So once you've finished typing whatever you're going to type in there, you will want to scroll down to the bottom, and at the bottom of the page you can preview what you just did to see how it looks. So let's click on preview, and let's scroll down. So there's our image, there's our text, and look, there's our other test. That's what we just entered. So let's go back up here to edit page because we don't want to keep that. And at this point, you can either go back in to text to edit it, or you can get rid of it. Now you're still in the preview pane, so get out of that and go back to the editing. So we previewed that and we don't like it, so we're going to go right back up here. And I showed you that to add a module, you click on Insert Modules. Well, to get rid of it, all you have to do is go over here and click on the X, and it will remove that module. Okay, so that is how to add a module. Anything that you need to do, if you're adding something, that's how you're going to do it on every page, is insert a module. Now, if you need to make a whole new section or a whole new row, that is a little bit more complicated, and you might not want to do that right in the beginning. And I don't think that you'll need to. So let's go back into the text module, and let me show you how to do the editing. So these things are kind of already set up: dark text color, left orientation. So here is our text that we have on the site right now. So all you have to do is, if you wanted to add something, for instance, maybe you wanted to say students here, you just type. You just get your cursor there and begin typing. Now, if you need to change any of the fonts or anything like that, this is where you do it. You click that and it brings a drop-down menu. And here's where you click the size, and over here you would choose whether you just want paragraph, or if you wanted a different type of heading, you could select that there as well. So that is how you make a change to that text, but we don't want that change, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, Now, the other thing that you might get into accidentally and not know where you are is this text area. And this is where we do the changes to the web page that are a little more, we're using HTML code here. And these are a little more sensitive and a little bit harder to learn. And I really don't recommend that you go here at all, at least not initially. If you find that you end up here, all you have to do is click back to visual and you will be all set. So as you scroll down through this text, you can see that anywhere along the way, if I wanted to add something, all I do is put my cursor in and type. So that is how that works. Now, if you wanted to add a picture to this page, and maybe you'll get pictures of your students or something that you want to add, then you're going to choose Add Media. And that's going to bring you to your media library. And in this media library are all the images that we have used on your site and a few that we have not used. So this is where they're stored, and they're always here unless you delete them. Now, if you need to get a new image, like I said, maybe you want to post a picture of one of the students, you're going to click on Upload Files, and then at that point, you can either drag a file here in this area, or you can choose Select Files. And let's just go ahead and do that. Let me get you guys pulled up here. And so let's just add Lionel's other picture there. Okay, so it's adding it to the website, or to the library, I'm sorry. And then once it's ready, it will show up here, and you can see it's over here. You can add any alt text that you want to add, and that's important for keyword ranking and search engine optimization. I don't think it's something that you will need to worry about, at least in the beginning. So now that you have your picture, you can choose Insert into Page, and there it is. It inserted it right where my cursor was. So now let's see if we like the way this looks. You've got your image inserted. Go here to this little eyeball and take a look. And you can see the whole page, and you just scroll down, and there is Lionel. Okay, so then you close that little preview. Now we're not going to keep this. So normally if I liked how this looked, I would click on Save and Exit, but we're not actually keeping that, so we're just going to close out there. Okay, so that's some basic information about how to add modules and how to edit text and images. Now, as you get a little bit more comfortable working on the site, you may need to use these advanced design settings. I don't think you will. They're usually used more often when you're creating a page, and it is kind of complicated. It can be a little hard to understand this part. So I wouldn't really suggest you have to go into there unless you've gotten a little bit further down the road and you've taken some extra training. So basically just stay over in general settings. Again, if you find yourself in one of these places, all you have to do is just go click back and even just X out, and you'll be back to your dashboard page. So once you've made your change in the module, whether it's an image or it's text or whatever you've added or changed, then you scroll down again. You can preview the changes here. But what you have to do before you leave the site in order for the changes to take place is you have to update. the site. If you try to leave without clicking on update, it will give you a message and say, you're not finished. Are you sure you want to leave? So there you have it. So now that updated. And then again, you can view page by going here, right here, and click on view page, or you can view it here. Either way. So let's just look at it and make sure it all looks good again. Oh, we kept I did update Lionel's picture in there. Let's go get rid of that. Now, this is a good chance to see how to do that. Okay, we're going to go back again to edit page and let it load up. And then we're going to go down to text. And we're going to scroll down to this image, and you're going to click on it and just click the little X for remove. And now everything is back as it was. So save and exit. And again, you need to scroll down to the bottom and update. And then you can view the page. So let's click here and view the page. And let's scroll down and see how it looks. Make sure everything's back as it should be. Yes, it is. Okay, so that is basic editing of the website. As I said earlier, if you need to do something more than add or change text, or possibly add an image or something along those lines, or maybe get in and change some information, I would recommend that you take a little bit more training first, or call on me, because until you get real comfortable working with WordPress, it can be a little bit tricky to understand. But basically, if you stay in these main areas that I've shown you, and again, you can get there by, if you go to the dashboard over here, and you can scroll down to pages, click on pages, go to the page that you want to change, and click on that. And then it brings you here where you're on the edit. You can tell that you're on the edit page because it tells you that right at the top. And then you go down and make your changes. And then you would save it. So then you can view the page here after you've saved your changes to see what it looks like. And of course, this page just gives the links to the other information under About Us. So, and anytime you get kind of lost, you can go back to the dashboard and kind of reorient yourself to find your pages. I think that's it for today. I don't think that we want to go into appearance or plugins or anything like that. The first month or two when I'm supporting you in this, I will take care of your updates. But when you do have updates, it will show here. It will also show up here at the top that you have updates. But those I will show you as we go into the next couple of months, because as updates come, I will show you how to safely update your site without any issues or risks. So there it is. And remember that you probably can't really ruin anything as long as you stay where I showed you on the pages and do the editing. Everything with the site is backed up completely on our servers. So if something does happen, we will fix it. So this is the end of our website training. Let me know if you need a little more detail on anything, or if you have questions, be sure and let me know. I'm happy to answer them. And good luck.